From there, I began, I threw down a gauntlet for myself. I had read enough and been sent enough to know that I was in trouble. I was being pushed to a point of decision, that there was this incredible drawing going on day and night, and I knew the Holy Spirit was working overtime. And so part of me was excited, and part of me was worried, and I knew that the toughest thing I could put myself through was to read my brother's works. And in fact, I've heard from many a convert since I came home who said that was their last gauntlet as well, is we knew that the toughest thing to get through, if we could get through your brother's books and know that God wanted us to be Catholic, there was no doubt in our mind. And I've had many letters like that. I didn't know that at the time, but that was the gauntlet I threw down for myself as well. So I spent early July wading through a couple more of his books, and I'd already read the book on Mary earlier, and it was a tough time because the things he was saying no longer rang true. I knew too much about the faith. I knew what I was watching was someone do a very good job of destroying a church that didn't exist.
No, explain that. That's interesting the way you said that he was doing a good job of destroying a church that didn't exist.
Well, his arguments against the church are based on misunderstanding of what the Catholic Church actually teaches and believes. But he does a superb job of defeating the arguments he perceives to be what the church is. And so they are troublesome to a lot of people, and if they don't understand, if Catholics don't understand what they believe, or an outsider doesn't understand what the Catholic Church really teaches, it sounds very, very effective. But
that's interesting I don't want to interrupt the flow here, but it's very interesting to recognize that actually that's in many ways what Luther himself did.
Yeah.
Because Luther was fighting against salvation by works, so his answer was faith alone.
Right.
When the reality is the church never taught salvation by works.
Right.
In fact, the Catholic Church has said that that's a heresy. What he was fighting against was the way he had learned the faith through his ochimism. It's the way he was taught the faith, which wasn't a pure understanding of the faith, which sounds like it's similar to the experience of your brother.
So I waded through, like I said, a couple more of the books, and I got to a point where I really knew I had to make a decision, and